Hey, what's up, people? How's it going there? Hope all's well. And I got a pretty good topic today to talk about. First off, my voice might sound a little off. I'm sick. I've got like a upper respiratory infection of the flu, maybe even the COVID. I don't know. But you might notice that in my voice. Also, you might hear crickets going bleep, bleep, bleep in the background. I know every time I'm feeding my frogs, you guys hear those things and you comment, what the fuck are a bunch of crickets doing in Manhattan apartment? But I feed my frog crickets on occasion. I also give mealworms, superworms, all types of shit. But today you might hear a couple of crickets in the background. All right. Now, with that said, check this out. I was looking around. Actually, it came up in my feed on Instagram or YouTube or maybe both of them. You know, when you click on something, then they start showing you other things that are similar to it or something like that. But they got these new machines out now. I forget what it's called. I should have took down. Well, you can watch the videos. I'll place. I stole some little clips and stuff like that that I'll put on here. You guys can watch that. You get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not no what do they call it? The geeks, repair guys, Best Buy geek. So as far as it goes with the terminology of or the technology and the terminology describing the technology. Yeah. Uh, Check this shit out. It's like these poles, right? And you just put it down, and it's got like a box in the middle of it. And on a laptop, you download like an image. This is my theory behind it. Like, anyway, it's this device that they made now. It's like you could put an image into the computer, and it'll put it on the wall, like a whole wall, like a mural. And I'm looking at this shit like, wow, there goes all of those mural guys, that sit there doing all those nice murals and getting paid for it and shit. Yeah, that goes out the window with this shit, man. It's bug, man. It's wild. It could even do like a photograph of you, landscapes. It could do dinosaurs and shit. Yeah, it's crazy shit. I'll show you how it works. It's like these two poles. It's got like a box in the middle. It's like a 3D printer, but on poles that puts the shit on the wall, man. That's crazy shit. I was looking at that and I was like, wow, I could seriously picture, well, if someone actually is in that line of work, someone like Tax Crew or something like that, they would probably be in their best interest to actually purchase something like this for the future. I mean, the way the future is going, yeah, I could definitely see how they're not going to bother with some little people like sitting there, do a little spray paint can when they could just pay someone and come right in, boom, boom, bash. They set the thing up, boom, they print out whatever the fuck you want on the wall, however you want. Your child could draw something with crayons and then give it to you and you put it on and blast it on their wall. It's crazy. I mean, you would have to have some serious coin to purchase something like that, but very interesting. I'm assuming the prices will go down eventually, but yeah, it's funny because then I also saw this shit where they got these drones. They go up and they got like a hose hanging off them, just like they use when they have drones now actually fighting fires and doing all types of rescues in mountains and even ski lodges and shit like that. Like drones that go up, even during all these riots and shit like that that's been going on in New York City. A drone has become a very important part of the NYPD surveillance team. That's how they actually check shit out. It'll probably become a nightmare also with graffiti and crane yards. I mean, not that people are hopping around the yards at that level anyway. But you could picture that, like say up in the DR there, up in the Bronx, they got one guy sitting there on a fucking chair looking at monitors all day. He could send up a drone every couple of hours or something to go scout over the yard. It's not that unreal in the future. I mean, I remember when these little cameras came out that you could get for your store and shit like that. That are for the wall. They were expensive. Now you get one for like 19.99 and shit like that, even cheaper. Sometimes you get them for free if you use their security company. Like they'll give you and they'll hook everything up for you. But it's a whole other topic for a different video. But this shit here they got now. I clip some of it. I'll put it on after I'm done talking shit about it. But yo, they got these drones that go up that and they paint beautiful fucking pictures, yo. Like it don't even need like a graft and bars to, like think like a piece of graph paper, like an architect designing shit, the little cubes. I would assume that the part that they put on the wall, everything is broken down into little cubes and it knows exactly, or if not, the technology is probably beyond something I could comprehend how it would match up like that. But it definitely looks like it needs these poles to stabilize this one thing that does it just on your walls in your apartment and probably walls that are like not too banged up. I mean, even banged up, I don't know, but this drone thing, but that thing just goes up with the tube and just starts going boop, 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 and just goes painting the fucking thing. Yeah, it's crazy. And I see the guy, what he's doing is he actually has like a drawing on something, and he's using like what do they call them, the notebook pad or whatever the fuck it is, the artist pads they used. I don't know, I'm probably not the right person to talk about this shit. I'm sure one of you geeks could probably kick it better than me. I'm just telling you from what I've witnessed. It's like they go at it with a little pen and say they have their outline here. They go over their outline on this thing, watch it, and it's just on this fucking thing. It's doing exactly what you're doing on the pad. Yeah, you can actually do like a burner, fill that shit in, do blockbusters, everything. Which gets me thinking about these guys rappelling or whatever the fuck it is down the sides of the buildings with these little ropes and shit like that. The whole equipment they got. Yeah, this will kind of put them out of business. Another good item I said I would buy. That would be a good investment. If once again, if you had the coin for it. But that drone system don't look like it would cost much. Like, you get a lot of clients because of what these guys are doing in New York City, destroying the sides of these buildings like that. Or in their case, they're doing graffiti on it. Hey, I'm all with it. I ain't knocking it, but in the owner of the building's eyes, it's vandalism. I'm just trying to keep it on the right page here so I get through to my vandal brothers out there and to the people that are just watching this, wondering who the fuck I am, that are unaware of graffiti whatsoever. I picked up a lot of people like that recently, especially after I was, big up in Trump and shit like that. Picked up a couple of haters. But anyway, this fucking thing, what you could do is, like, Notice and Rams and those guys' words, they do down the sides of the building. You get this drone if you own the building and just go and just buff it like so easy, man. Oh yeah, it's like yeah, that wraps them up, man. I was thinking, wow, they got some permy shit, but it's only a matter of time. Like, to actually smart thing to do, open up a company or just buy one of those things and advertise online that you could help remove graffiti from the sides of buildings. I bet you. Maybe not now, and I'm thinking because of pressure. If you're dealing with a drone and it's shooting something with pressure, I'm talking about to actual, like if it's a limestone building or a cobblestone building or something like that, and you want to get it back to its natural look rather than just painting over it, you might actually be able to like power blast the shit. But I think if you're hitting off the building, it'll shoot the drone back. So the drone, it's like the drone will go flying away from the pressure, almost like a bullet out the barrel of a gun. Pressure, you know what I'm saying? I mean, once again, just the way I would see it. I don't have any knowledge of these type of things or anything like that, but definitely very interesting. I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, wow, that's some cool shit right there. They actually have it where it could do like they have a guy who's got these things on. I don't know if I saved that part, but he actually has like the glasses on and shit. He's got this thing. He's sitting there like just looking around and shit. And it's dark out. He's under some passageway and shit, and it's painting these pillars. But it looks like it's actually legal. It's not like he's doing it illegally, but still, like, this video of people like standing like right next to the car. Like you could literally pull up with your car and just sit in your car, play your music, and just be like, and Joe, that shit could be like on the top of a water station or something like that, a water tower or something like that, like the Free Palestine water tower. I was scheming on that for a while. I think Anna actually got it eventually. I was supposed to go up there with Anna and get that thing, the Free Palestine one, but just never patched up to amount to anything. No one ever really got it together off the foot. But yeah, I remember wanting to scheme on that thing. Yeah, what else is there about these things? Yes, I definitely think that shit there. And even if someone's like a realtor and they own a lot of property or something like that, that'd be the road to take. Especially if your building's already just painted, you could just go right up there with the color of its likeness. So it's like, to just fucking get rid of that shit, man. That's wild. And you could also use that, once again, if you have the proper coin, to do graffiti with that shit. Yeah, you could do like I was saying with the whole fucking thing with the journal. You could just do definitely. I mean, I've seen footage. I don't know if it's real or not. I think it was that Katsu guy. You know, he's pretty clever with little tricks and shit like that. I can't vouch for it 100%, but I've seen something like that, like with a drone doing that shit once. But I also seen like fire extinguisher shit. I can't vouch for it, but you know, I do see things. I pay attention to what I'm looking at online, and that does look like something that could be accomplished by a human being like Katsu. It's a perfect example. You know that it was KATSU, Katsu. Yeah, I remember D3 used to cross that dude out. D3 shut that dude down back in the days. Yeah, for real. What else is there about them things? Yeah, they could buff it. They could do this. They could do that. Right. All right. Now, once again, like I was saying, I might have picked up a couple of haters here under the thing when Trump won the election, and people, oh, how could you vote for Trump? And I'm voting for Trump pretty much for the same reasons that you would vote for Kamala Harris. You know, just here's another way of putting it. Say in your neighborhood, like I said, keep it simple. Say you got someone that's in your neighborhood. Every time you see them, they're talking shit about you, cursing you out, beating you up, or whatever. Well, not beating you up, no physical action. And then they're talking to your friends, talking shit about you all day and night. Okay? And all their friends talking shit about you. Would you want to hang out with those people? Think about it. That's what's going on with me. I am a straight white man that's Catholic. So I'm going with what my gut tells me, just like you're going with what your gut tells you. I mean, I pretty much Letitia James downtown. Oh, he's too male, too pale, and too stale. This is even before she became the AG. That's all I've been hearing. Like, oh, the white man's this. He's horrible. He's bad. Why would I fucking vote for some shit like that? I mean, not to mention, it's hard to buy a fucking thing of eggs. The money for fucking food is very expensive. The city services are fucked. It's like migrants and shit like that. It's horrible living, man. This shit ain't living. Not for me. It's not for me. Maybe some people would like to live in squalor and suffer and starve. Maybe that's some shit they're into, but I'm not into that fucking shit. So I'm going to vote for what I find in my best interest. Take it how you want. I'm voting for the person I voted for the same reasons you vote for someone. And like I said, her and her whole party has done nothing but just demonize straight white Catholic men. I mean, even as far as it goes with churches and stuff like that, and just like the whole thing. I mean, I'm not going to sit here. There's no reason to rant about it, but that is my reasons why I voted for Donald Trump. Okay? I couldn't put it any more simpler. Now, you check out this shit with these videos with this thing, man. I'm going to put it on right now, okay? And first up, I'm going to show you the drone graffiti before I show you the other one that I was telling you about how it paints the walls. It's like a machine. So first off, right here is the drone graffiti stuff, or even the graffiti removal. Yeah, pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably knew about that. Like, duh, Rob, been around for 20 years. I'm just telling you what I just saw the other day, man. It just got me like, wow. Now check this out with a drone actually putting up like a sticker. Crazy shit, sticking it on like a thing. Yeah, wild. All right, now you could see the drone's a little iffy, but so was spray paint in the 70s and shit. People were writing just like that. It came out the same way, right? Give it some time, people gonna get tight with that shit, man. Trial and error, trial and error. Now this next thing, you could get intricate with it, cause it's literally like a photocopy on the fucking wall, man. Check this shit out right here. This is a 3D wall printer. Man, crazy.